As we move into mid-June, summer is finally here, and your garden is probably exploding with growth. You may start noticing that some plants are looking a bit crowded, floppy, or just not shaping up the way you expected. Don't worry, in this video we'll go over thinning, pinching, and pruning, 3 simple techniques to improve airflow, boost productivity, and guide your plant's shape and structure. A garden requires patient labor and attention. Plants do not grow merely to satisfy ambitions or to fulfill good intentions. They thrive because someone expended effort on them. Liberty Hyde Bailey. Pinching is a gentle form of pruning, where you remove the soft growing tips or buds by hand to manage how a plant grows. The most common example is with indeterminate tomatoes. Left alone, these plants can grow wild. Every junction between a main stem, or leader, and a lateral branch can grow a sucker. These suckers can eventually become full-sized stems themselves, leading to a tangled mess that drains the plant's energy. To prevent this, pinch the suckers early, ideally when they have just a few leaves. If you miss the window, you can still snip them off using clean shears. The good news? These larger suckers can be rooted in water or soil to create clones of the original plant. We've talked about pruning trees and shrubs in winter, but annuals also benefit from pruning during the growing season. By selectively removing leaves or branches, you can improve light penetration and airflow, redirect energy to fruit and flower production, prevent disease and pest spread. For example, pruning the lower leaves of tomato plants and any branches that encroach on neighboring plants helps reduce the chance of disease. No leaf should be touching the ground or rubbing up against another plant. Those are common entry points for pests and pathogens. Thinning takes pruning a step further. You're removing whole plants instead of just parts. It's often necessary when you've overseeded or have too many seedlings competing for space. It's always good to sow extra, but when germination rates are high, you need to thin to avoid overcrowding. When thinning, snip the extra plants at the base instead of pulling them out. Pulling can disturb the roots of the healthy seedlings you're keeping. Deadheading is a type of pruning where you remove spent flowers before they go to seed. Once a plant starts seed production, it often slows or stops flowering altogether. By removing those faded blooms, you encourage the plant to put out new flowers instead. For perennials, it also prevents excessive reseeding. For example, I'm deadheading my sage bushes not just to keep them tidy, but also to stop them from spreading seeds all over my garden. Of course, not every flower needs deadheading. This calendula, for example, I'm letting go to seed because I want to collect and spread those seeds for more plants later this season. Remember, pinching, pruning, and thinning are all forms of stress to the plant. Here's how to minimize the impact. Work in the early morning or late evening to avoid heat stress. Don't remove more than 30% of a plant's growth at once. Be gentle, especially with young or sensitive plants. Are your tomatoes getting unruly? Are your flowering plants getting droopy or leggy? Try one of these techniques and let me know how it goes in the comments.
Let's grow!